Welcome to day number 3, where I'm sharing with you what I'm doing in my 9x12 business. And for those of you that don't know me, my name's Jose Morales, and I'm a 9x12 guy that is out there trying to sell out his first postcard. And I share the struggles and the wins that I'm having in my business. It is Sunday, so I'm limited to what I'm able to do. But the one thing that you're never limited on is continuing to build your database. You need to continue to be funneling, getting some emails, getting some phone numbers, so that, for example, today's Sunday, so tomorrow I already have a list of emails that I can go ahead and fire off. So today I'm going to be working on a few things. Besides that, I'm going to be working on putting together some social media content for my business page, and I'll show you some of the finished product that I'll end up creating. Now, whether it's good, I don't know. Whether people are going to enjoy it, I don't know. But I want to make sure that I also have content that I'm posting on my page. One of the things that I do for my business page is I also go to the community groups in my area, and I'll sit there and see when somebody's sharing their business. And that's just one of the things that I do with this. But what I end up doing then is I go to that business page and then I share that in my page. One of the reasons for that, in addition to just getting it out there, sharing it, but it's also so that the business owner sees that, and then they're like, who just shared my post? And then when they go over there, they'll hopefully will see my content. But the other piece to that is, by them going over to my page, well, now they're engaging with my page. And on that, I believe it was day 2, I was talking about one of the reasons why I put my Facebook page on my email signature, hoping that they click it so that they can go to my page, and then it gets counted as that they're engaging with my page. So by doing this, then sharing it, and they're like, who just shared my post? They can go over to my page, take a look at it. They'll probably scroll a little bit besides looking at their post that I shared, and now they're tagged on my custom audience of people that have engaged with my page. And then, like I said, in day 2, I'm always just continuing to build up that audience. Therefore, I'm able to then fire off an ad to all those people. I think the first piece of content that I'm going to create is going to be a video. And the idea that I'm thinking is having a gated community. The area, or part of the area that the postcard is going to go to, that I'm going after, there's going to be a lot of gated communities. So in my head, I'm thinking about, okay, what can my message be for business owners that want to get into those communities, and what would that look like? So I'm going to sit here and create a video that's going to illustrate a gated community and the kind of people that live behind those gates. And then hopefully that will resonate with the business owners that will then see this video. The other thing I think is what I'm going to do is this content. Not only am I going to have it on my business page, but it's probably going to be one of those videos that I share in the business community groups, and possibly even run it as an ad, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and create that, and then I'll come back over here and then we can talk about it. So I just got done creating the video. Here it is right here, but I am going to play it for you guys. The bad part is that it's not the actual postcard that is going to be used, but it's still going to paint the picture of what we're trying to do here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Want us to know about your local business? Contact Home today.
So what do you guys think of that video? I know it's not perfect, but it is pretty darn good, I think, anyhow. And I think it paints the message. You see kind of a drone shot going, and the gated, through the gated community. And then you have what I would consider, one of the type of people that lives behind those gates. And I was sitting there, was thinking, okay, what can this person say? That's why I put it on there, where she's saying, you want to come through these gates and you want us to know about your business, then you need to contact basically this guy so you can get on this postcard. What I was going after, let me know if I did hit the mark or not on that. I thought it was pretty good. I'm sure I can mess around with it some more and make it even better, but I'm just going to stick with that because, I think it looks pretty good. So, okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and then work on another video. I'm trying to think. I don't know if you guys want to drop some comments down below. Obviously, I won't be able to see them to create the video, but what would be in your head after seeing this video, what would be an idea that you would have for, for a different type of video. Because right now I have another video in mind of what I'm going to try to create, and we'll see how well that one pans out, if it comes out looking better than this one. And but how realistic is this? Isn't that freaking awesome? But anyhow, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into the computer and spend some time trying to make this work. And again, I do have an idea of what I'm gonna do, and we'll see how it pans out. And then I'll go ahead and come back over here. We'll take a look at it, and you guys can drop your feedback. Again, your feedback is going to be after the fact, but that's all right, because then I can maybe use that for a different video, and maybe the other people that are watching this video, they can use it for as an idea for them to generate something as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back in, and I'll be right back. Okay, got that video done. Are you guys ready to see the next video? Go ahead and drop a comment and let me know what you think the next video is going to be that I'm about to show you. Just kind of curious to see what ideas are coming to mind that you're thinking, hey, I think this guy is going to make this type of video. But okay, I know you guys want to watch it, so let's go ahead and play that right now.
Why hide your local business in a magazine or in an envelope? Get on this community postcard. Contact today.
So what do you guys think about that particular video? It was a little wonky, right? But but overall, they look super real. Now, one of the things that to note, in case you caught it and you're thinking, hey, it cut out. When I'm making these videos, I am having them basically call out my business name, but I just cut that out and edit it down a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to have my information on there, my phone number, and as you can see at the end, it has a picture of me holding the postcard. Because this is not an actual video, right, with live people, the postcard that they're using in the video isn't the real postcard, as you guys know. The whole point of this is to paint a picture in our potential client's mind to see what this would look like if they were on this postcard. In this particular video, it was, hey, you could probably end up on the fridge here where nobody's going to grab a Valpak and put it on the fridge. Nobody's going to grab a magazine and put it on the fridge. Now, when you are talking to business owners, I'm assuming that you're talking about that, because one of the things that I talk about is friction points. And I talk about how the Valpak has multiple friction points. Friction point number one, you gotta hope that they bring it in the house. Friction point number two, you hope that they open up this envelope. Friction number three, you gotta hope that they come across your flyer before they come across your competitor's flyer, right? So those are some friction points there. And then when we're talking about a magazine, the magazines also have friction points. Friction point number one, if it doesn't get mailed to the houses, you gotta hope that people are picking it up from those magazine racks. Friction point number two, you gotta hope that people are opening up these magazines, right? Friction point number three, you gotta hope that they come across your ad before they come across your competitor's ad. Both of those media channels, right, the way you can advertise on the Valpak and the magazines, both of them allow competitors in there. So it's almost equivalent, in my opinion, to like Angie's List, where, and for those of you that are not familiar with like Angie List and Home Advisor and such, is they'll sell a lead to, for let's just take plumbers as an example. When there's a lead that comes in, those third-party vendors, they're going to sell that same exact lead to all these plumbers. And now, depending on which plumber calls this lead the fastest and is able to close them, is going to win. But this third-party company, they already got paid, because plumber number one, plumber number two, plumber number three already paid them for that lead. And that's kind of how I equate like the Valpak and the magazines, because you have those local competitors that are in there. So the good thing about our method, right, we have this right here. What is the friction point? When somebody opens up the mailbox, what is the friction point for this? There is no friction point, because they're going to have to open up the mailbox no matter what, right? So that is not a friction point. But when they open up that mailbox, this is going to be, you know, the biggest thing in their mailbox. So all of a sudden, it's like they grab it, and they don't have to open up no envelope. There's no multiple pages. So it's an immediate attention grabber. They're just going to grab it and then go like this. So right away, they're getting that exposure. So that's basically one of the things that I talk to the people that I talk to, the business owners that I talk to is, we help eliminate that friction point, not only from those points that I was talking about, but the main one is no competitors. Okay, I got sidetracked, but overall, those videos were pretty cool, huh? I came across this one ad. I don't remember exactly what it was, but the image was a it was like a document and something else, and the document, it was like cartoon style, and the document had on some boxing gloves, and I can't remember what the other thing was, and it had boxing gloves too. And the whole point of that ad was saying, hey, this beats this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit here and figure out, okay, what can I do for the 9 by 12 method when I'm trying to convey a certain message, which is this postcard is better than Valpak and it's better than a magazine. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and try to figure out, okay, what is that going to look like and how am I going to do it, and then see how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out pretty good. Hopefully there's no like wonkiness, right? Like some of these videos, because it's going to be more of an image. If you have an idea of what kind of image you can create with what I just said, go ahead and drop that in the comments. Just curious to see what kind of the ideas that come to your guys' mind. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this computer and I'm gonna sit here and brainstorm a little bit and see what I can come up with. And then I'll again come over here and show you guys what I came up with. Okay, you guys ready for me to reveal what I just created? Let's go ahead and take a look at it. What do you guys think? Did I get the message across that a postcard, our postcard, right? The 9 by 12 postcard is going to beat the magazine and the Valpak. Obviously, I can't put Valpak in the image, so I just put pack on there. But I think this is going to convey the message. You got a blue envelope and then you got a magazine, and they're both just getting smacked by the postcard. So this will be one of possibly an ad that I run. It should be all right, because again, there was an ad that popped up on my end that had something similar to this. So I just took that idea and converted it to this image that you see. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'm curious to see if you guys think that this was a good image and if I'm getting the point across to potential clients, showing them that, hey, being on the postcard is going to win versus being in a magazine or being in a Valpak. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up day number 3. Hopefully you found some value out of what I showed you, of the 3 social media posts that I'm going to have that I can post on my business page. And what I'm going to do now for a little bit is I'm going to grab another magazine and I'm going to flip through those pages, find the local businesses that are advertising on here, and get their contact information and put it in my spreadsheet. Go to their Facebook page so I can get their email address. This way I have another set of email addresses ready to fire for tomorrow. But anyhow, hopefully again you found value in this, and we'll see you on the next video.